Hello, my name's David. Good morning from Whitefish, Montana. It is early July. It's almost mid-July. It's very hot. It's very hot in the day, so I'm recording this in the morning. Not that you care too much, but this is just the world that I'm living in at this exact moment, so I want to tell you about it. My studio that I've converted to look like a barn, which is actually just an old barn, gets really warm. So anyway, that's why I'm here in the morning. Got a couple of really cool guitars today, and first up is this Washburn. It's a mid to late 70s Washburn Prairie Song D62SW. SW stands for solid wood, so it's not laminate, it's solid wood. Spruce top, rosewood back and sides, very pretty guitar. Basically it's like a copy of a D28 for essentially. That's kind of what Washburn was going for. The neck feels very similar to some modern D28s I've had. It's 1 3/4 nut width, but kind of on the thinner profile. Not real thin, but just not thick like a Gibson neck. It's a little bit more rounded, and yeah, feels very, very similar to a D28, and I think it sounds pretty similar to a D28. But it's got some cool features. Wood binding around here, not and some other material. It's really cool. The type of detail work that you'd see on a much more expensive guitar. These guys they'll run you around $1,000 and up maybe. This particular one I'm selling for $700 right now because it's got a couple issues. One is there's a crack here that goes up through here and kind of ends. It's very stable. There's wood on the underneath that's just the normal bracing. It doesn't have anything added it's not repaired, but it's not going anywhere. You can just kind of see, get a little closer there. There. So it just got that crack there, but the normal bracing pattern of this has some braces going across. And so this is very solid. It's not sinking down. It's not going anywhere, but it is there. You can get it fixed if you like, but like I said, for a $700 guitar, depending on what you want, you might not want to throw a couple $100 into fixing it when it mostly just cosmetic at this point, but I suppose you could have a luthier look at it. It also has a slight warp here, which you really can't see unless you get real close. I didn't even notice it until I was playing it a lot, but right around the sound hole, it just kind of warps up slightly there. But the action on it is great. Playability is fantastic. Plays up and down the fretboard with no buzzing. I think it sounds great. One of the better playing guitars in this price range for sure. And as far as bang for your buck, I think this is probably right near the top of the guitars I've had for bang for your buck. You know, it's not perfect, but it's a 50-year-old instrument. There's a tag on the case that says 1974. On Reverb it says these went from 1978 to 1982, but obviously the case may not be accurate and Reverb might not be accurate, but it's somewhere around there. Pre-1978 with Washburn, it's hard to get an exact year. I could email them, I suppose, if it's a huge deal to anyone, but it's around there. It's a mid to late 70s guitar. So anyway, real excellent. I'm really impressed with the playability. No neck issues. There's a truss rod down here if you wanted to adjust it, and there's plenty of room in the saddle. But for me, it plays, even when I strum hard, there's no buzzing, and it's great for doing leads and stuff. Some of my other guitars that are maybe better for bluegrass, you can't really play as easily up the neck. But this one, you can kind of do everything. Like, guitar prices are, I don't know, they don't make a lot of sense sometimes, because I think this sounds great. If I was just playing this one, playing a much more expensive one, I don't think I would necessarily notice huge difference. And playability wise, it plays, like I said, just like one of the Martin D28s I've had. Just probably even plays a little better, because sometimes those have sort of high action when you first get them. This one, it's set up perfectly. It's just a really great, feels good to sit here and do some individual notes, not finger picking, but just doing your scales up the neck feels great. Strumming feels great. Everything about it is a fantastic guitar for the money. So yeah, these were made in Japan in the 1970s, and yeah, just kind of a D28 copy that is a huge bang for your buck, I think. Anyway, if you have any other questions about it, please let me know. Thank you so much.